Hey guys, in this video I will be comparing Kevin Levrone and Flex Wheeler's comeback versions to see who had a better return to the Olympia stage. A quick thing to note is that Flex competed in Classic Physique in 2017, while Kevin returned to open bodybuilding in 2016, so just keep that in mind throughout the video. Before the video starts though, if you guys want to see content like this, please consider liking and subscribing as it helps grow my channel. With that all being said, let's get into this video. The front double bicep shot was once a very powerful pose for both men, however you can clearly see that they don't necessarily resemble their primes anymore. Kevin does have a very imposing upper body here with huge arms and a good V taper, but lacks separation and doesn't have an amazing quad sweep. Flex isn't as large or wide in the upper half, but has more separation through the arms and a better midsection. I'd say that the leg size and definition is comparable between the two, so it really is an upper body battle. Personally, the aesthetics, condition, and flow to Flex's upper half is just enough to defeat Kevin's sheer mass. The front lat spread is actually a very impressive pose for both men. Kevin still has dense, thick muscularity through his arms and shoulders, and presents good condition through the chest and quads. Flex doesn't have as much muscle through the arms or chest, and isn't as conditioned there as well, but has more impressive quads. The midsections are about the same, as well as the lats themselves. I think Kevin's massive upper body, coupled with his grainy-like condition, is just enough to defeat the more aesthetically pleasing Flex. Flex just doesn't have enough separation through the arms and the chest and shoulders, nor does he have the width or size to compete. Here's the side chest, and wow guys, Kevin's upper body looks like a prime Kevin Levrone. His midsection looks cut and flawless, his arms and shoulders possess that three-dimensional pop, and his chest is super thick and conditioned. Flex isn't as conditioned through the arms and chest, and his shoulders are definitely being dwarfed by Kevin's. However, he does outmass Kevin in the lower half. Flex's side leg is superior here, as his hamstrings look to be twice as large as Kevin's, and he showcases so much more detail. Still, I think Kevin Levrone's upper body is just way too much for Flex to handle, and his lower body, while it's not necessarily the most amazing, is just alright enough to get him the win here. Unfortunately, this is what we have for the side tricep, but both men look really good here. Once again, Kevin's upper body has more separation and size, however, Flex looks a whole lot better than he did previously. His chest shows visible striations and his midsection does look flawless. However, he isn't displaying his side leg as well as he was before, which kind of allows Kevin to close the gap just a little bit. I would probably give Kevin an edge in the tricep here, as it looks so much bigger than Flex's, as well as in the shoulder, which once again dwarfs Flex's. This pose would probably go to Kevin, as his massive upper half and solid condition help him gain a win here. Moreover, Flex's inability to recapture the same posing as in the side chest took away from his side leg size, which allowed Kevin to pull further ahead. The rear double is an interesting shot, since they are each hitting the pose a little bit differently. Immediately, Kevin has much more thickness in that back and more defined hamstrings. Unfortunately, Flex isn't hitting this pose to showcase his hamstrings, and we can't even see his glutes, so Kevin would win by default in the lower half. His back is really good though, showing great symmetry and a decent size, and his arms look conditioned and round too. All this being said, I don't think Flex has the size or condition to stand up against Kevin here, as Kevin's shoulders and back appear to be twice as large and conditioned. Here's the last pose, since we don't have a rear lat spread, ab and thigh, or most muscular for both. Looking at the arms, I'm immediately drawn to Flex's shape and separation. He easily wins there, and he has by far the most aesthetic midsection. V-taper is comparable for both here, however Kevin's wider midsection takes away from his flow, and his weaker quads throw off his proportions. Flex's quads, as we've seen in the other front shots, look much more aesthetic and proportional, and he flows a whole lot better here than Kevin. Although Kevin was able to win the other shots due to his sheer mass advantage, a pose like this does require some sort of aesthetics, which is why Flex would easily take this one. So that about does it for this video, and to summarize, I had Kevin winning 4-2. Don't get me wrong though, Flex had an amazing comeback as well, and the real reason he lost this comparison is mainly due to the lack of size, which is understandable considering the division that he competed in. Personally, Flex looked much more aesthetic and fresh here, as he was able to maintain solid proportions and muscularity. Kevin did look very freaky, but his undersized legs were somewhat of a disappointment considering how amazing his upper half was. For bodybuilding standards, Kevin obviously won this comparison as his size and condition was much better than Flex's, but regardless, I think we can all appreciate how incredible, both look after many, many years away from the stage. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope to see you all in the next one as well, and thank you for watching.